celebrate, young men. There's no reward for coming home after 30 years. You don't get no care package. You are a failure. Get your out here and help these kids. Now, pay that back forward. You see what I'm saying? That's the reward. I got.
Okay, Mike Epps. I ain't gonna lie, when I seen that video saying that,
where my controller at?
I knew it was gonna be taken wrong. Just because, you know, people are living a certain lifestyle and
It's not working.
that would be equivalent to somebody coming out and saying we shouldn't celebrate somebody who's on stage telling jokes. They should go to school. They should go to school and go to college and be bigger and better. We shouldn't celebrate nobody on stage telling jokes. That's clown shit, no? I could be misconstrued as well, you know, so I think you went left, you know, people's lifestyles.
3, 2, 1,
you know?
Go!
You can't really speak on people's lifestyles, man. Anybody coming home and did things the right way and kept it solid should definitely be celebrated. If you can get on stage and tell jokes.
What's up, y'all? It's your man, Mike Epps, man. I just want to get on here and clarify and clear a few things up. Number one, about the brothers coming home from prison being celebrated. I've always been a part of reform. I got brothers right now from my hometown that I'm trying to help come home. They've been in prison forever. I think you guys might have misunderstood what I was saying. I might have said it the wrong way, but what I was trying to say is we don't want to send kids mixed messages about coming home from prison, being celebrated, you know, feeling like you got to go to prison and do 30, 40 years to be celebrated. I think you guys misunderstood that, you know, misunderstood what I said. Wasn't saying that it was wrong to be celebrated, but we don't want to send a message to the kids saying prison is great, that you want to go home, go do 30 years and come home. You know, I don't think that's cool. So I'm sorry if anybody took it the wrong way and got offended. I love my brothers. I've been incarcerated myself. I understand what that is, but I might have said it the wrong way, but I mean well. And I love you, brothers. Free my brothers that's coming home. My man Derek, free all the guys that's coming home, man. And about the food stamp thing. The food stamp thing was misunderstood too. What I was saying is that we need to break the cycle of being on food stamps. There's 3 generations of people that have been on food stamps. Of grandmother, mother, and daughter, that's crazy. We gotta do better. We can't think that we need assistance. I know there's some people out there that need assistance. That's well, fine, and understood. But there's people out there taking advantage of the system that's not good. So just want to apologize if I offended anybody. You know I love y'all, man, and keep on doing the right thing. Peace.
All right, let's talk, man. So Mike Epps and Blueface got into it, and y'all see the videos before this. Check out the Real 101 playlist. And I'm telling y'all, man, the matriarchy, aka the black community, is backwards. It is truly ass backwards. Just think about it for a minute before we get into this. Just think about it. Women say stuff like, oh, I give it to the guy I really don't care about, but I make the good guy wait, right? Or they say something like, what else can I really, they say that's ass backwards. They, basically want to put the vagina first. They lead with the vagina. They think they can sleep around like guys and not get treated like hoes. Just stuff like that, right? And just think about the trend of how ass backwards it is for black people to celebrate guys getting out of prison, but not celebrating, productive brothers, getting celebrated by college. And it's been a long running joke, which is a serious fucking joke, a truthful joke about that going on. And that's just the God honest truth. They'll send you something in college. They'll send you something in the penitentiary. They'll send you money. They'll write you, call you, all of that. But when a young brother go to college, oh, I can't do nothing for nothing, bro. When you start businesses, the people around you don't support your business, they hate on you. And then, you know, once the strangers you meet start building with you and helping you out, then everybody want a job or everybody want a handout. Ain't nobody want to put their money in or lend an elbow or lend a hand or put some elbow grease in it. No, everybody wanted to just, you know, think about it. Everybody wanted to enjoy the ride once you got the ride. Just think about that for a minute. They didn't want to build with you. You see the correlations that I'm making? How backwards women are and how backwards this thinking is about the matriarchy, the black community, the matriarchy. Come on now. The reason this community is the way it is because it pedestalizes women. It puts women first. But then, even though it's a matriarchy and everybody knows it, you got some people that try to debate and say it's not, but it is, right? And they still complain and blame men. And even though it's women that have the autonomy and the control over the community, they still blame men. They still complaining about the patriarchy. And I ask you, if you ask most women what the fucking patriarchy meant, they couldn't even give you a definition. Guarantee you, they couldn't even give you a definition. They just say words. But all the things that they ask for, before I really dig into this topic, all the things that they ask for, as far as, you know, a man making all the money, giving a check to the woman, or making all the money and she being a housewife and all that shit, that's the nuclear family. That's under the patriarchy. The matriarchy, y'all want equal rights. Y'all want to rule men ultimately, but we talking about where it's at right now. Y'all want equal rights. Y'all want 50-50. Y'all want to split the date. Y'all want to go Dutch like the Dutch go about splitting dates. That's just the God honest truth. But like, they got mad at Mike Epps for saying that very same thing, right? And a lot of dudes feel like Blueface, you know, he made a nasty analogy to, well, you a class clown in school. It's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. Dude, you went to jail behind being a degenerate, bro. You went to jail because you put your hands or whatever on a man at the club because you couldn't control your emotional rage. You was too emotional or some shit like that. You was in jail. You don't deserve a celebration. What are you talking about? Why would we celebrate degeneracy? Why do we celebrate people coming home from jail? And 9 times out of 10, they're fucking guilty. Let's keep it real. 9 times out of 10, they're guilty. That's the crazy shit about it. They're fucking guilty. And, you know, they got a lot of the hood niggas and prison people, the single mother raised niggas, no father figure had to partner nigga. They got mad at Mike Epps, and Mike Epps is a former street nigga. Mike Epps went to jail, turned his life around. But when the kids see Dope Boy get out of jail and they throw him a picnic, but when they see Clarence get out of college, you don't see nobody there. You don't see nobody, you know, trying to help Clarence. But when Clarence make it, everybody in the family feel like Clarence owed him a handout. But ain't nobody pay Clarence fucking tuition. Ain't nobody send Clarence no money. Clarence had to hustle. That's why you get so many college kids that turn to doing wrong to get by, because they forget about him when they go to school. And that's the God honest truth. I lived that life. When they come home, man, it's a bunch of chicks lined up to sleep with the Pookie coming home. You see it, Hazel E with Blueface. You see it, she a 45, 46-year-old woman who, I did a video on it, I don't know if y'all see this one or that one first, who still ain't learned her lesson about picking the right guy. Still picking Pookie. PP. SPP, still picking Pookie. Shit is crazy, bruh. But then when it all fall down and they say, well, black men ain't shit and black men ain't this, black men ain't that, guess who get the lion's share of the blame for black men ain't being shit? The productive guys, the ones with reputations. The productive black men get the blowback. We be like, well, you know, most of us ain't got children. Y'all procreating with the same men. And at the end of the day, the number one thing about women is always going to be a man's fault. And a lot of that fault lays on the productive black men in the community who went to trade school, who got a 9-to-5, who do the right thing. They always get the pushback of the bad shit. Always get the pushback of the bad shit. Always. We always get the pushback of the bad shit. We want to be active. We want to be active parents. We got to fight to see our children. And then once people see what's going on, we got to take the bottom of the barrel women. The beautiful women don't want us. All the women in the community go for the same convict, Pookie ass niggas. So then when a lot of the brothers date out, oh, you a coon, you a sellout. You procreating with a prisoner. You procreating with a prisoner. You procreating with a guy that's not gonna be there, and then shaming the good men for going where they celebrated and who wants to build and going with women that want to build a nuclear family, and you're shaming him. He get with a black light-skinned woman. Why you with a light-skinned woman? You know what I'm saying? It never changes, bro. It is insane. And then Mike Epps had to apologize. This is what I'm talking about, bro. What are you apologizing for? What are you apologizing for, dog? You're exactly right. Why are we celebrating degeneracy, man? This is what y'all do. Y'all pedestalize the worst things. Single motherhood. Yes, I'm a strong black. Nobody wants a strong woman. Single motherhood is nothing to be glorified. Baby showers over weddings is nothing to be glorified. It's just the God honest truth. It's the God honest truth. And y'all don't want to hear the truth. Let's throw it out on the floor. Y'all don't want to hear the truth. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all want to continue to live in victimhood like women live in victimhood. You got the young men that want to live in victimhood. Instead of saying, you know what, man, he right, man. We shouldn't be celebrating that. We should be celebrating our best and our finest. Just not our hoopers and our ball players. We should be celebrating our brightest, our scientists, our dentists, our architects, our plumbers, our electricians, our HVAC people, guys that's doing it the right way. But then again, y'all sit here and y'all talk about these rappers and shit, and they talking about you ain't even got to know how to read. This is who they look up to. Why do you think a lot of the young ladies like Pookies and Ray Rays, that's who they seen their mama with? They seen their mothers, and the men seen their mothers play the good guy. The good guy that wanted to do better and do that, and they played him. Kid dropped the McDonald's off, and then they played him. And then third leg Tyrone come in there, beat it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing about the black community, where women, they have an infatuation with prisoners, with convicts. I'm gonna guarantee you 80% of black women have been with a dude that's did some type of, got caught for criminal activity. 80% of them. That's why a lot of guys, they talking about, why black women at least married, and they gonna blame the black man. But they never look at themselves, because there ain't no other group of men marrying you. Ain't no other group of men marrying you, but they gonna blame the brothers. But hell no, I ain't apologizing if I'm Mike Epps. I get it, he got a lot of street dude, but it ain't nothing to glorify. But it's backwards, man. Y'all be trying to save something that can't be saved. Until men start, being at the forefront of these communities, just think about it for a minute. I'm leaving on this. This is probably totally off topic, but kind of on topic. Think about it for a minute. Ain't been no family reunions in years. Since the men left the family, ain't been no cohesiveness in years. Women fall out with women. Women fall out with women, bro. Women to cut everybody off. Men kept the family together. Since men really left the community like that, or they ran the men off, however you want to look at it, we can break that down too if you want that video. Since that happened, ain't been no family reunions. But hey, it is what it is, or it is what it ain't. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Everything inside the link tree. Join the Patreon as well too. Peace.